What's going on, guys? It's Magic Jellybean here. I don't know about you, but my hands, my fingers, my toes, they get cold really quickly. So what do you need? You need some heated gloves. You can either get 7-volt gloves that are battery operated, or you can get the 12 volts that wire to your motorcycle. These are the Radiant heated gloves, highway, whatever. It's a long name. It's like the CBR, double RR, triple RR, double R. It's a glove. So we're gonna test these out. Not really much to do inside. I just kind of want to show you what the bag looks like. Ta-da! There's the bag. We're gonna open this up, show you everything that's inside, and then I'm gonna take it on the road. I'm also gonna compare the gloves that you've seen me wear on my YouTube channel. The Moto vlogs. Yeah. Anyways, I'm just gonna compare them right here so that you can see kind of how thick these are, because these are kind of fuzzy and kind of thick. Thick. Yeah. And that's really it. Like I said, not much to do inside. Let's go ahead and get on the video. Make sure you like, subscribe, because that's what the cool kids do on this channel. And of course, the most important part of every single unboxing video we ever do: how easy is it to take out the box? We're gonna find out. That was simple enough. Oh, don't mind the Atlas poster there. It was just, I just did an Atlas unboxing video. So that's just gonna stay there. I thought it was hilarious how they give you a poster all folded up in a bag, you know, for you to enjoy the look of the poster with all those creases. Yeah, pretty cool. Let's go ahead and open this bad boy up. Okay, so nice little zipper. Oh, that's so good. You bring it all the way around town, all the way around. It looks like a guitar case. This is nice. I love that. You gotta appreciate the little things. As always, this is not, I'm a tech, but this is not a specky review. So if you want all the details, go do some research online. I'm just giving you my initial reaction on this stuff. And it's just kind of like a first impression. It's more emotional than it is informative. So yeah, you can look up the battery life. On low, it has like 4 hours. Medium has, I think 3. And then high has 2. I live in Florida. I don't think I'll ever need anything beyond low. In fact, some of the cold days I can probably just wear these gloves and they're gonna be so warm just because of the fact that they're winter gloves. They're laced with some kind of waterproof material. They got like some kind of cotton inside. Don't really know how to describe it. And like I said, they're big. Look at that, look at that. These are full gauntlet gloves right here. This is the glove I normally wear. Just look at the thumbs. Do you see how thick? Look how thick the thumb is compared to my glove. That's just, it's insane. So let me show you actually just how much. So here's my hand, right? Here's my hand, there's my glove. Yeah, you know, just chilling, just chilling. And let's go ahead and take this thing. I've already kind of loosened it a little bit. So, there we go. And it's just much thicker. I mean, look at how fat that thumb is. Look at that. It's got the knuckles. That's the cool thing about these gloves. It's not as hard as this right here. These are much harder, but it's still a knuckle. It kind of forms with your hand. You have Velcro straps. I'm gonna be honest. One thing I hate on every single piece of clothing is Velcro. Why? Because over time, as you use Velcro, Velcro gets cheap and Velcro gets worn out, and then Velcro dies and you can't use it. So I set this in a way to where I can take this on and off without ever having to touch the Velcro. And it's 2019. We need straps that have magnets. I mean, if we can have magnets in the Atlas helmet, you know, the magnet straps and the magnet chin straps, we can have magnets on gloves. Please, somebody just tell the manufacturers, I will buy. I don't care if they cost $500. If there is a pair of gloves with magnet straps, I will buy them. Okay? I will buy them. But anyways, you got your buttons here. You press plus to turn it on. When it's on, you cycle through 3 power modes. You hold negative to turn it off. Inside here, which is again, inside here, we have more Velcro. So you take this little piece here, I guess this is the waterproof cap. I mean, they should have, you know what? They should have put like a little strap on here so when you take it off, it dangles. Because now you're gonna always have to keep track of this. If you're like me, you're gonna want to keep track of this thing. But I mean, look, it's so hard to see. There's this tiny little hole. Oh God, I just dropped it. See, this is what I'm talking about. And now I just lost track of this thing. Did you see how fast I lost that? That's crazy. You can get a string through there and then you can tie it around. So you can kind of do a little DIY strap, but it would have been nice if I mean, you already decided to punch a hole in here. It would have been nice. Let me put it back on. See, it would have been nice if you just gave us a string to go with that. I mean, but hey, I mean, it's already a $200 glove. You can't ask them to do more R&D and spend more money on this glove because then they'd have to charge you more. So that's your charger. You just plug it into the batteries that come in this box right here. And I'll go ahead, and before I lose this, I'm gonna go ahead and plug this little guy back in. There we go. The other glove just has all the tags on it. You can read through that. I already read through this. It's nothing special. It's just a whole bunch of manufacturer stuff. So we're gonna set this off to the side, like so. Let me put this right here. And if we move this bag out the way, we got more of these. If you're cheap and you like to hoard them, feel free. I'm not gonna bother. And as I assume, you got the charger cable in here. And as it should be, there's 2 of these right here. I like this little bag, so definitely make sure you keep track of this, because on the manual it says to make sure that you're using this. You're only using the manufacturer provided charger to charge these gloves. So definitely make sure that you keep track of this. I'm not going to lose this box. In fact, I'm going to put it right back here, because you're going to need a place to store your batteries anyway. You're going to want to wash the gloves with these out. These are lithium batteries. Obviously, you take one, and this is a non-static bag, which I love. This is like the same kind of bag they use to ship motherboards, so that's really nice. I love that. I wish all bags were like this, but that would be ridiculous to manufacture. So they only do it for batteries, unfortunately. So we take this out. It's actually not that heavy. Let me see what a glove feels like with I'm gonna use the right glove this time. And you know what I don't like about this Velcro? It says that when you're charging the gloves, you should always take the battery out. That's the problem that I have. It's because now every single time I use these things, I'm gonna have to charge them, and I'm gonna have to keep opening and unopening this Velcro, and that's gonna drive me nuts. You wanna know why? Because oh, this is the left glove. Okay, mistakes have been made. That's gonna drive me nuts because I don't want to have to keep linking and unlinking. Okay, so with the battery in there, yeah, I don't want to have to keep messing with this, but yeah, with the battery in there, actually, if I flex my wrist all the way down, it's actually, I don't even feel the battery. It's not even a hindrance. It doesn't block anything. It's a little bulkier now, so you're gonna have to wear your coats under the cuff. But this is very nice. So this is a little fabric here too, so when you're stretching, it doesn't stretch the fabric. So overall, very nice gloves. Not heavy at all. It's like I said, it's roughly the same. If you want to look at this side by side, here are my gauntlet gloves. So it's a little longer. It's definitely more plush. My finger ends right about here, and then all this stuff is just all that is just extra mush. So that's very nice. This is going to keep. In fact, my hand's getting hot right now. I'm going to take this out. So guys, that's the Highway Radiant gloves. The first part of the video, anyway. Let's go ahead and transition onto some highway riding. So for those interested, here are some of the specs. You got a touchscreen compatible fingers, leather, like I said, it's got some leather on there that stretches, stainless steel core technology. Yep, it doesn't matter if it's waterproof. You shouldn't be getting water on the steel anyway. The adjustable wrist strap, which is made out of Velcro. You got the battery, the LED light with 3 indicators. So when you're on low, medium, high, there's different indicators for that. You have the insulin, which is what I was talking about, the gauntlet adjuster, which is also Velcro. You got the liner. There's also a liner in there, by the way, which is pretty cool. The armored knuckles. The fingers are curved, which is what I talked about. And here it is, 100% heat, which is high, 2.5 hours. Medium, 66%, 3 hours. 32% heat, 4 hours. Capacity is 2,200 mega, whatever that is, 7.4 volts, and takes about 2.5 hours to charge. So, for 200 bucks, not bad. Here, welcome to part 2 of the Highway Radiant 7-volt glove test. The liner in here is actually stuck. So, yeah. We just did the unboxing inside. I know you see my new Speed and Strength jacket right here, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to save this for part 2 when it gets hot in the day. It's a little chilly. I guess it's 70 degrees outside. It just rained last night, so this is the perfect condition to test these. I have not turned them on yet. I'm going to turn them on now to see how long it takes for them to get warm. Alright, so here we go. So my initial reaction is, these things are thick, like... Wow, these are thick. Oh wow, they're already heating up. That was fast. Yeah, these are so thick, it's harder to feel the controls. But that's a good thing, because it takes less grip to hold the controls, which is kind of what you need when it is cold outside. Wow, that left one is heating up real fast. I think it's because I turned it on high for a quick second. Whew, these things are toasty. Wow. Okay, let me get out on the road, and then we're going to continue this this review here. Alrighty, the road's a little wet. I would say the road is probably in the most dangerous form right now, where it's just barely wet, and all these oils must be sitting up here. So I'm be very careful today. I don't know if you can see it, but my right hand, these gloves are so thick that my right hand, I'm kind of holding the throttle like this. I don't really need to, let's be careful. There we go. I don't really need to grip the whole thing. I can, but it's just these gloves are so thick, it provides optimal hand grip, which is very nice. The heat is around the top of my index finger all the way down to the back of where this stretchy part is. That's where the heat is at, and it feels so nice. I don't really feel a lot of heat in my palms, but that's okay. Let me actually get on the road so I can test this, you know, at wind speed. It's supposed to be raining today. We got a 30% chance of rain. It's cloudy, and basically that means it's gonna rain. It's always so funny when you check the weather app. It's like, it's 10%, it's 20%, and then it says it's cloudy. Like, yeah, of course it's gonna rain. With 10%, that's more like 90%. These things are so toasty, and when I bend my fingers, when I clench my fingers, I can feel the heat. I don't know how, but the heat is going further onto my finger. It's very nice. Ooh, these things are amazing. I might have to turn them. Well, no, my hands aren't getting too hot, but if it were any hotter, I would definitely turn these things off. I didn't bring my summer gloves with me, so when it's 80 degrees and I'm on my way home, I'm gonna see how hot these things are without the heat on. Yeah, see, I look like a total noob on this bike, even though I've ridden this for such a long time, because these gloves are so thick. I'm kind of pulling it too much because I can't feel the throttle as much. Oh, that's funny. Super funny. Man, but these things are toasty. Every time I go to grab that throttle and I bend my finger, I can feel the heat on the glove. It's just so nice. So I think what it is there's a lot of heat up top here, but I don't feel it till I bend my finger, because my fingers aren't exactly touching the top of the glove, if that makes sense. So overall, I'm gonna keep this video short, guys. Honestly, it's so hot. I'd say to the touch, it probably feels like you put a bowl of food. Let's say you put a small bowl of rice in the microwave for about a minute, and then you put your hand in that bowl of rice. That's how these things feel on low. I mean, I don't know. Imagine, you know, like a car on 90 degrees with your AC. That's how these gloves feel, and that's the low setting. And you get good coverage. You get it over your entire backhand. If it's on my palm, I don't feel it. Maybe on the higher settings, I can feel what that's like. The liner is thick, so even by itself, without the heat, if you lost heat, these would be a nice temporary solution until you could charge them. Say if you're out touring. Of course, you might want the 12-volt option, the one that you could actually hook up to your bike. But for me, like I don't like that hookup stuff with the jacket and the pants. Even heated socks have hookup options, and so do gloves. It's not really my style. I'd rather have a battery, and I would love to have it separate. Because the problem is when you own multiple bikes, you don't want to have to keep you would basically have to hook up a 12-volt system to each of your bike. So you'd have to spend money to buy some device that you can plug to your battery that would allow you to plug your gloves and USBs and stuff. So I don't want to, you know, buy that for every single bike. I just want to have batteries so I can change them out for each of my vehicles. So if I decided to take my other bike, which I will not disclose yet because I haven't revealed it yet, if I were to take it out on that bike, this is nice because it's batteries. So I don't have to hook it up to a system. So all in all, guys, that's my thoughts on these highway gloves. They are amazing. That right hand liner was a little tricky to get into, but now that I've been riding, I can actually my right hand's kind of fully in there now, and the grip feels the same on the throttle, so they are a little big. I'm wearing a size large. I don't really know what my finger sizes are, to be honest. I just know that most of the time when I wear gloves, I end up wearing a large. So these things fit awesome. They're so warm. Not the biggest fan of the Velcro, but that can be overlooked because I don't, you know, like I said, I never have to mess with the Velcro. I have it set up in a way to where I can always slip my hand in and out without needing to adjust the strap. But you will need to take the batteries out to charge them and to wash the gloves, and so that will wear the Velcro out over time. That's a turn on for me, but it's not the biggest deal. Because, I mean, by the time the Velcro wears out really, really badly, you're probably ready for another set of gloves anyway. So it's both good and bad. And I can understand why they didn't use magnet straps, because you don't want to use magnets with lithium batteries. I don't know if that's a bad thing or not. But yeah, that's the end of this review, guys. What do these gloves get? They get a, I'll give them a 4.7 out of 5. 4.7, maybe 4.8 out of 5. The only thing that turns me off, like I said, is the Velcro. But again, when you think about the realistic use of this product, by the time the Velcro's worn out, you're probably on another set of gloves anyway. So these are the Highway Radiant 7-volt gloves. I am your host, the Magic Jellybean. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit that bell. Why? Because 90% of people that watch my videos, which are all males, by the way, don't subscribe to my channel. So make sure you subscribe. Remember, when I hit 10,000 subscribers, I'm going to supercharge my Ultima. That's a fact. So don't forget that. Bye.